Alright, so number 17, so 16 was, the answer was right there. And so just so you know, you'd have to erase that part, and that's our answer for 16. And the answer key was wrong on that. So, alright, so 17, I had to recheck it. 17, we have y is less than or equal to a negative 5/2 x minus 2. So we're going to have a solid line. So we start at negative 2, and it goes down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's positive, so we got to go negative 1, 2. And it's solid line, so we're going to make it a solid line. And a solid line we have here. Y's are less than the line, so y's are less than the line, it's over here. So we want to shade here. Right? Then we have to do the other line. The other line says y is less than negative 1/2 x plus 2. So I'm going to go to plus 2. And then I'm going to go down 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. It's a dotted line because there's nothing there, so it's dotted line. And now it says that the y's are less than the line. So the y's are less than, this is a 6, that's negative, so negative 6 is definitely less than. So what do they have in common? Well, this isn't shaded over here, this is what's already shaded, so what they have in common will be here. So this part is what they have in common, right? So we have to erase this top part, and this is my answer. Right? And my last problem. And then I'm going to be calling it quit for right now. Might do another video later on today or tomorrow on the other reviews. But for right now, this is the last of it. So, alright, 18. 18, it says that the bakery sells 2 kinds of chip or cookies, nutty peanut butter and chewy chocolate chip. So I'm going to call peanut butter cookies, and then we have the chocolate chip. Always trying to put them in order alphabetically. Put the chocolate chip. So I'm going to call this my X and that my Y. Alright. C comes before P, X comes before Y, that's why I do it that way. Alright, so each peanut butter cookie requires 2 ounces of flour. So if we made 1 peanut butter cookie, it would be 2 ounces. If we made 2 peanut butter cookies, it would be 2 times 2, which would be 4. We'd multiply this by 2. If we multiply it by 3 to make 3, if we made Y amount, it would be Y times 2. And it says for chocolate chips it requires 1. So I'm going to put my X's on this side though. So 1 times X, because if it's 1 it'd be 1, if it'd be 2 it'd be 1 times 2, and so forth. And it says that there are 3 ounces of flour, so 300 ounces of flour. So your cookies have to be less than or equal to 300. Then it says that she only can make 200 in a day. So that means both cookies together have to be less than or equal to 200. And then you always need the equation X is greater than or equal to 0 and Y is greater than or equal to 0 when we're talking about real life things, because we can't have negative numbers. So that keeps us in the first quadrant. Alright, so then we want to graph that. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take the x plus 2y is equal to 300, and I'm going to make a t-chart, putting 0 in for both my x and y's. So if I put a 0 in here, this cancels that out. So I have 2y is equal to 300. Divide by 2, y is 150. If I go here and go put a 0 in, 0 times 2 is 0, so x is 300. So 0, 150, so 0, 150. And this is 300, 0. I'm going to put my points there, connect them. Remember, we're only sketching it, so it doesn't have to be completely accurate as far as where it is. It's just sketching it.
Can't touch this.
Hello. How are you? I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm at home. I'm just doing my YouTube video for math, and then I'm gonna go to the hospital. Sparrow. Yeah, he's at Sparrow. Nope, I'm on my last problem, and then actually I'm not even pausing the video because if I pause it then I have to start over. But I wanted to answer the phone for you. But I am at my last problem, and then I'm gonna go up. So okay, all right. Oh, are you sure? Okay. All right. Yep. Okay, and I'll call you when I get to the hospital. Alright, love ya. Alright, bye-bye. Sorry about that, guys. That was my mom. Alright, so x plus y is equal to 200. So now we want to do our xy chart again. And so we want to go here and say y is 200. Alright, because when x is 0, y will be 200. And when y is 0, x is 200. So we have 0, 200. And then 200, 0. Since this is 300, 200 have to be here about. Now, the only thing that does is that tells us, in a second, we know that it has to be less than, because we can't make more stuff, it has to be less than, so we know that it's these 3 points. That's why we graph it, to find out what of the 4 points we're using. So we're using these 2, and then we have to find out what this inner one is, right? We're going to use these 2 to find where they intersect. So we have x plus 2y is equal to 300, and x plus y is equal to 200. I can see that if I multiply everything by negative, my x's are going to drop out. So I have y is equal to 100. And it said that x plus y is 200. So that means that my x is also 100. Because 100 plus 100 is 200. Alright, and if you need to, you could go x plus 100 is equal to 200. And so x is 100. So this point right here is 100, 100. Alright. Last thing we have to do is to write our profit thing. I'll bring my paper back over and set it down. It says she gets 10 cents chocolate chip. So you get 10 cents. The profit from peanut butter, profit from peanut butter is 10 cents. So peanut butter is my Y. I had to look up here. See, it says peanut butter is Y. And profit from the chocolate chip is 8 cents. Because I'm going to keep them in order, I'm going to put 8 cents for my X. Now the reason I put it here and not here is just so I can keep them the same XY, so it'll be easier to plug in these points. And that's the profit. So I have to plug in this point, that point, and this point into this equation to see which one gives me the highest profit. So I have 0.08 times 0 plus 0.10 and 150 is equal to my profit. Throw that into your calculator. You get that 0. 10 cents times 150 is 15. 0.08 times 100 plus 0.1 10 cents times 100, that is 18. And then we have 0.08 times 200 plus 0.1 times 0 is 16. So the answer is $18 of profit, making 100 cookies each. So both kinds. Alright, hopefully this helps, guys, and like I said, I will try to do one other review maybe. But basically, if you do these kinds, this is all the same kind, so even if I don't do another review, it's the same. So always, if you get stuck on one of the other types, come back, look to see how I did this one, and then try to apply it to the other. And then I'll see what I can do. Also, make sure you have your reviews done. I will be checking them on Monday, all of them, even this one. You need to have it done. And your test is Tuesday. Alright, I'll see you guys Monday. Email me if you have any questions.